We have a 30-sided regular polygon that we are going to be finding the area of. This regular polygon has a radius of 1. The radius is what the length we have from the center of the polygon to a vertex. I pulled out one of the 30 isosceles triangles that we can split our 30gon into here, just so we have a little more space to work. Anytime we are finding the area of a regular polygon, our first step is always going to be to find the central angle. And the way we find a central angle is by taking 360 degrees and dividing it by the number of sides. So in this case, 30. That gives us an angle measure of 12. That 12 is this entire angle here. So we're actually going to cut it in half to get just this part of the angle, leaving us with this right triangle. So this angle is 6 degrees. Now, if you look at this right triangle, the radius is my hypotenuse. My reference angle here is 6 degrees, so this would be the opposite leg. And the height of my triangle is going to be my adjacent leg. So let's start by finding the height of this triangle. Since I am looking for the height and I have the hypotenuse, I am going to do the cosine. So I can do the cosine of 6 degrees, and that will equal my adjacent leg, which is the height of my triangle, divided by my hypotenuse, which is 1. Since it's just 1, h divided by 1 is just h. It's just the height. So that means that whatever I get in my calculator when I do the cosine of 6 will be the height of my triangle. So I put that into my calculator and I get 0.9945 equals h. This is going to be the height of my triangle. Now I need to find the base of my triangle so that I can find the area. And in this case, I'm going to use my opposite leg here, which is half of the base, and I'll call that x. So now I'm looking at having the opposite leg and the hypotenuse. So I am going to use the sine. So I am going to do the sine of 6 degrees, and that will equal my x, which is the length of half of the isosceles triangle, divided by 1. And again, since I'm just dividing it by 1, x is going to equal the sine of 6 degrees. So now I go into my calculator and I do the sine of 6 degrees and I get 0.1045. That is going to be half of the base of my triangle. So now I'm going to find the area of this one triangle. The area of a triangle is always equal to 1/2 of the base times the height. And if you look at this, this x is actually half of my base. So I can do my value for x, 0.1045, times my height, which was 0.9945. And that will give me the area of my triangle. So the area of my triangle is going to be 0.1045 times 0.9945. That is 0.1039. Now, to take this further and find the area of the 30gon, since this is a isosceles triangle and there are 30 identical ones in our regular polygon, I can do the 30 times the area of my one triangle. So now I'm going to take that area that I just calculated, I'm going to multiply it by 30, and I get that the area of my 30gon is equal to 3.12. Now I need to find the perimeter. So I am going to take this length, which we found that the half of it was 0.1045. So each side length is going to be 2 times 0.1045. Put that into my calculator, and I get that each side length is equal to 0.209. There are 30 sides that are all identical. So the perimeter is going to be 30 times 0.209. So the perimeter of my 30gon is going to equal 6.27. And that is how you find the area and the perimeter of a regular polygon that has a radius of 1.